What up, everybody in the club getting naked? Ouch. Ouch. What's up, guys? Everyone, we are doing stuff to the Miata today. To the Miata is like how I like to call it. We're working on the Miata today. The first things first, rear brakes need to be done. So I have rotors and I have pads. The rotors and pads are OP parts. They're pretty much just stock OEM replacement parts. There's nothing really special about them. I just got the cheap stuff for now because what I'm going to be doing in the future is a bigger brake job, hopefully, because I want to track this car at some point. Again, this is going to Brittany. She's going to drive this for the most part of the time. So Brittany is actually going to come in a second here and help me install these. But I'm going to start a little bit first, get the car jacked up and everything. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be installing rotors and pads, and we're going to be doing brake fluid, redoing it, because that probably hasn't been touched in 26 years. I hope it's been touched in 26 years. But the braking power right now is super bad. But before that, we gotta move the car a little bit, so you already know what time it is. Boys and girls, it's time for a cold start. Oh! Cold start! Oh, she's cold, folks. It's really like already 80 degrees here, and it's like 9 a.m., so it's not so cold, but you know, motor is a little cold, need a little warming up too. Today I'm gonna try to do 2 different camera angles, so we'll see how that goes. Reminder, these shirts, the Cold Start Nation shirts, will be sold this Friday through Sunday at primaldriven.com. I'll put a link in it, and there will be a video going up Friday announcing that they are live. So stay tuned for that. primaldriven.com, Cold Start Nation. Who needs reverse when you got yourself a brother? So currently right now my e-brake really hardly holds, just because that's how bad the rear brakes are. It holds a little bit, showing that the e-brake still works, but the rear brakes are so worn out that e-brake really doesn't work right now. So you gotta leave it in first gear, or else the car's just gonna roll away. Legit food review. Legit food review. All right guys, first things first, we gotta jack this puppy up. It's a real light car, so it should be easy. To be honest, I've never jacked this car before. I'm hoping it's easier than the Speed 3. In before, my jack was super cheap. This car is so light to jack up compared to the Speed 3. Oh, look at that precision. This is just something, you can tell it's from 1991 that they just don't do anymore. You gotta just take off the cover. And there's your really just bolt looking lug nuts. Look at his meat. Oh, that's just some good grit. We're definitely getting rid of these wheels soon. So, Ambit, are you out there? Warning before anyone gives me crap. I've never done this before. I've never changed brakes on any car. I have looked up a couple videos for this. So if you guys ever want to do anything, just look up videos before you do it. I'm not saying that's gonna, you know, let you do it exactly perfect the first time, because I'm definitely saying there's gonna be some screw ups here. There's a bolt right here that I've loosened up. It is the one closest to the axle. There's a bolt right here, and there's a bolt right here. You're gonna loosen this bolt up, take it off, and that's basically just a cover for something you gotta get an Allen key and release something. We're gonna take this bolt off, which I'm getting worked on right now, and then I'll show you guys right after how to take off the rotor. This one's sticking all the way through, baby. Here we go. That's what we got out.
So this is like an outside view of the back. This is what we're doing right now. There's this Allen key right here. It's not gonna focus very well. And I need to spin it out.
Don't know why it's being a little difficult. Okay, just being difficult because that's what it is. Pull up, slide off. There it is. Now, you don't want to put a bunch of tension on these brake lines, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put it up here. If I can find a place to safely mount it, if not, I'm going to go get a zip tie actually and make sure it really stays. This right here ain't going anywhere. So now we're just gonna be able to take off the brake pads and the caliper. Caliper's gonna be very hard to take off. I've seen in videos that these things are pretty old, so they don't come off as good as they, used to 26 years ago. I think I just said caliper. I meant rotors. Go ahead and roast me in the comment section. There's a little bit left. I'll show you the old to the new. So here is the new, and here is the old. There is actually a huge difference. There's like no padding here compared to this. It's been not easy. So here comes the hammer. Oh! Here's something worth stating. I just used the hammer and missed and hit this piece right here. This piece just comes on and off, so I was kind of scared at first. It just flings on and off. So just make sure you put it back on there because you're gonna need that. There's also one up here too. Jesus! Oh. Alright guys, what we're going to be doing now is putting acetone on the brake, the rotors themselves, because when they get shipped here, there's like a sticky residue that's on the front and the back. I don't know necessarily why, it's something to do with shipping. That's what I've been watching in the videos, but we're going to rub this acetone over it. So after we cleaned off the brake rotor, put the rotor back on, and what we're going to do now is put the new pads on. Alright, so we do have the pads on there now. What we need to do now is cut down the caliper. We were letting it sit up there because we didn't want the brake lines to be damaged by being held by the gravity or the weight of the caliper. So we're going to cut these off. Now we are going to put the caliper back on. Got the caliper back in. Actually, my pop did up here. And what we're going to be doing now is putting this little bolt back in here down yonder. Here's the setup we got going. We got all the tools laid out, the rotor, the brake pads, and I'm going to try to do this as fast as I possibly can. For one, I am not a mechanic. This is my first time ever doing brakes, so I've only done one side. I'm going to see if I can do it in under 30 minutes. I know a lot of you guys out there right now are like, oh, I can do brakes in like 5 minutes, all 4, because I'm sure it's such a beast and stuff. Guess what? I'm not a beast. This is my first time doing it, so don't get mad at me. So I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to put a timer on my phone. This is not for anyone to beat. This is not a challenge video. So, bad news. I need a C-clamp. I don't have one. For some reason, the piston on the other side wasn't engaged fully, so I was able to get away with it. But this time, the piston is definitely pushed forward, so I need to get something to clamp it down, and that's a C-clamp. So I gotta go get that real quick, and I'll be back. Brittany made it. Get over here. Hey!
I'm in it.
You're in it. Well, Brittany's here, and I just got a C-clamp to compress the piston. And it's being difficult, so I sprayed it with some WD-40. Look at her. Oh, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? The thing where, I'm not exactly sure what it's called yet, but you take the Allen key and you spin. If you spin that enough, you push the piston back. When I did the other side, I pushed it back all the way, and I spun it all the way before I took it off, so the piston was already pushed back all the way. This time, I didn't do that, so I ran into a problem. And then when I was just randomly trying to problem solve, I was turning it and the piston was going back with it. So we should be good now. We'll be done here in shortly.
Almost done.
Bryn, stop checking your feed.
I gotta get through it. Is that acetone?
Are you good or no?
I'm afraid I'm gonna set it down on this thing and it's gonna break off. I just want to make sure I do it right.
Stop.
Thank you.
It's a lot easier if you sit. Get close to the wheel as you can. Okay, good.
I don't want to sit on the ground.
Push it in. Good job. Push. Touchdown. Woo! Yes! Alright, now what we're going to do is just change the brake fluid out very quickly. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take that turkey baster right there.
Shove it up Danny's butt. and suck out everything, all his grump, and throw it in the street.
We're gonna take it and we're gonna get we're gonna get most of the bad brake fluid out of the master cylinder, and we're just gonna replace it. Now we're gonna fill it back up to where it was before. You really don't want to get this stuff on your paint.
Good.
So this isn't the legit way to do things, but it's significantly better than what it was. When you take your car into the shop, most times when they change your brake fluid, they're doing exactly what I'm doing right now. What?
What's this for?
I don't know, that's always been there. If anyone knows why this plug is right here for the Miata, it's not plugged in anything, it's in the passenger side underneath the seat, let me know. Okay, right now there is a little bit of a noise coming out. I'm sorry, I know this is black, but there is a little bit of a noise coming out when we brake. I don't know what that is. It could just be the type of brakes that we're running. It's making like a scratching noise almost. And right now Brittany's just gonna practice driving the car because that's what we do now, so eventually she can take it home. Keep going, keep going. Now let go. Now brake. I don't know if that noise got brought up, but it sounds weird. Now brake. That is our addition to doing brakes to the Miata. We only did rear brakes today with rotors and pads. There's a little weird noise. I might go get it checked out. I might not. I don't know. We're gonna see how it sounds for the rest. See how it sounds. It sounds like metal on metal, which isn't a good thing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. These shirts will be available soon. Remember, just in a couple days from now. Actually, Friday is when they go live. Brittany is learning how to drive stick back there. And yeah. See you later, guys. Adios. Thank you all.
I ain't got no problem spending all of my money.